know you're gonna love the taste of these fries? That's how.
So human futures. What about the human future, Jack?
Human feces?
Feces?
Happy Friday, brothers.
Poopy? Well, I'm at it. I want to do these extra missions I didn't do yet. So, go
Okay.
on.
Okay. So there's a project, and it was about how everyone's born with like these small things that a lot of other people don't have, like freckles,
Feces?
or like, like feces. Like some kids are able to shit, and other kids are not. Which is actually true.
What?
One of my uncles.
What?
One of my.
Did he live?
That's such a turn.
Did he live?
No, my
No?
no, I didn't mean it like that. Shut up.
Did he live? No.
No.
Why would he?
That's not what I meant.
Okay.
So my grandparents, they adopted 3 kids with Down syndrome.
Wow, how nice.
Yeah. My 3 uncles, and one of them can't shit. So every night he had to get a tube stuck into him. And I remember when we'd stay at my grandparents' house, we'd see a tube in him, and like draining whatever the fuck out of his body. And there was a lot of stuff he couldn't eat, or else they wouldn't be able to take it out of the tube or whatever.
Hey, Uncle Alan. Hi.
Well, he couldn't speak English either. He could. He couldn't speak English, and he couldn't walk. He was always in a wheelchair.
Is he alive?
Yeah, he's doing great.
We be doing great.
That's where I got the name Francis from. His name
is Francis.
is John Francis. That's his first name.
Is it? So
And obviously, yes, he's alive. And obviously, you know where I got the name Danny from.
he has a son named Danny.
No, my other uncle named Danny.
Oh.
Can I finally talk about this fucking science project? Dude, that's
So
no science.
wait. Your uncles. So is your parent of this grandparent biological or also adopted?
Wait, what?
So you're saying your grandparents adopted your uncles, but what about your parent? Your parents.
No, only my dad's parents, or my grandparents, they adopted 2 males and 1 female, and they also had 3 other kids.
What?
Yeah, it was a big household.
Why did they got so many kids?
I don't know. It was a big household.
To eat
And
them?
They
Then
wanted
they gave up.
My dad has good memories of his childhood, and for a while, we used to go to that house that he grew up in, and it had this arcade in it. And I have a lot of good memories of spending the holidays there. But my grandparents since moved like 2 years ago. But they had a lot of kids, and those were the only adopted ones. My parents never adopted anything. I think I'm real. Well, actually, no. I know I'm real. I would not have been chosen.
Yes, you are real.
Because I was a mistake.
What?
So how would I have been adopted if I was an accident?
But no, I'm
You
not
can
talking.
accidentally adopt a kid.
Well, no, I'm talking about okay? Who's the child of the grandparents? Your dad or your mom?
My dad. It's my dad's parents.
And is your dad adopted?
No,
So
he was one of the 3 biological ones.
Did he ever try to associate with the Down syndrome ones?
Yeah, he was best friends with one of them, and then the other. All right, so this John Francis and Maria Grace, right?
By the way, don't take this the wrong way, guys. We're just. I'm not saying having Down syndrome is bad. All right.
I love all 3 of them.
Yeah, back then, people who had Down syndrome were looked down upon. All right. I'm just saying.
I grew up with 3 people with Down syndrome, and Teo says maybe that's why I turned out as I am.
Okay. Now that's just rude.
That's what KO says. Yeah, but so there's 3 of them. There's Uncle Danny, there's Uncle John Francis, and there's Aunt Maria Grace, right?
Okay.
So my dad grew up, and he was really close with Uncle John Francis. He's the one that can't shit or walk or speak.
Can you speak now?
No, he cannot speak English.
But how's he doing well then?
I
No
don't fucking know.
offense. I
I don't
mean,
fuck.
I'm not saying you can't live without speaking at all. I don't know how to make this sound good.
So they were close, and then they shared a room, and then Anne Marie Grace stole John Francis from my dad. They weren't friends anymore.
What do you mean stole?
Yo, my dad always had beef with Anne Marie Grace growing up because she was always so mean to him, and he was always so nice to her, and like was making like fun of her like in a nice way, being like, "I love you, Maria." And she was like, "Shut up."
Does she have Down syndrome?
Yes, that was Anne Marie Grace who had Down syndrome.
Little bit. Stop standing on my mic again.
Every episode, your cat is mentioned.
Not the last episode.
I guess not. So the science project.
Oh yeah, go on with that.
It's not even that good of a fucking story. It just keeps getting sidetracked.
And my cat just meowed on my mic.
No one hears it. I don't hear it at least.
Well, not the mic that I'm using to talk to you. Fucking no. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna let my cat mess around whatever he's doing. So if you hear like cat sounds or things that sound like it's messing the mic, it's just my cat. All right.
Okay. So the fucking science project. We were in groups, and it was like we were checking each other because you know how some people are born with freckles.
Freckers.
Some people freckers. Some people aren't
Those
born.
freckers.
Some,
Those mother freckers.
why does that sound like a substitute for fuck?
I don't know. It hits the right consonants, like how like
You frecker.
yeah, because like to make a bad word, you have to have a to it.
You frack.
It's like, and then like, don't forget those old timey ones where you could say like towhead.
So,
Yeah, towhead just means you're super blonde.
what the fuck?
Yeah, like you're super bright blonde. Like how like Dennis the Menace was a towhead kid.
Yeah. You.
Okay, go on features.
Yeah. You know, some people stop. Poopy. Some people are born double jointed. Some people aren't. Some people are born with freckles. Some aren't. Some people have a widow's peak. Some don't. So I remember like we were checking to see like we were in groups of like 4 or something, and we were going through everyone. It was like, do you have this certain thing? And then when it got to me for the widow's peak, they were like, okay, Jack, lift up your hair so we can see. And I refused because I was ashamed of my acne. And then I remember I hated this kid for this. He said under his breath, Jack doesn't want to put his hair up because of his stupid acne. And I said, you fuck! How did you know?
I work as shit.
How did you know? I've been working behind this.
Yo, use Pro Acne or whatever it's called.
I don't have it anymore.
You sure?
I don't have bad acne anymore. Pimple sprouts every now and then, but I'm fine.
I knew this kid. Wait, no. Hold on. First, I want to talk about this because you were talking about Down syndrome. This is like a fucked up episode so far.
No. I grew up having 2 uncles and 1 niece who have Down syndrome, and there's nothing wrong with that.
And I have autism, so I guess I have more, like, right?
And to my knowledge, there's nothing wrong with me. So,
Whoa, what do you mean by that?
well, I don't have a disability.
Oh, by the way, watch this. This is what would you assume is able to change color on Frieza?
On Frieza?
Yeah, what would you assume? What you could change colors of him?
Well, in other games, you could change like the purple parts to be a different color.
Yeah, but what do you assume? What else you can change?
I don't know, his fucking skin. Yeah,
You can't change his skin, so you can't make Golden Frieza. What pisses me off.
that's fine.
Okay,
Frieza's
this is the mission I was talking about, where Goku becomes Super Saiyan.
Can you change Goku's skin? No.
No, because
Didn't
Frieza
think
could
so.
change his skin.
That's why you can't change Frieza's skin.
Jice!
This is so fucked.
Dog meat. So,
What?
there's actually a way to fuck up this mission. So if you kill Goku first, he won't go Super Saiyan. So you have to kill Krillin first to make Goku go Super Saiyan.
Okay. You were gonna talk about Down syndrome, but you didn't.
Oh yeah, so well I don't know this isn't Down syndrome. I was just talking about how people like disabilities was I was referring to.
Yeah.
I remember I went Halloween trick or treating like a couple of years ago, and like if you hear my cat right now, he's rubbing his face on the table, and like he's whatever. And I think I was Mario, or what could I have been? I don't know. I don't think it was Mario, to be honest with you. I think maybe like Jason or Frankenstein, but all like it was just a mask type of shit.
Mhm.
I went up to this door and I go trick or treat, and I didn't look, and then I look up, eyes bugged out, cross-eyed.
They're looking around, moving their eyes. Where are you?
And I get it. He puts it in. He doesn't even he doesn't take off eye contact off of me when he was putting the candy in. And I go, "Thank you." And you know what he says?
What?
"You're welcome."
That's not me. Oh my god, I love him.
I was freaked out.
Now that I think about it, Danny was kind of cross-eyed too, and so is Maria and John Francis. So I guess it's a little perk.
Little prick.
Perk, not prick. So back to the feces. Yeah,
What?
you were saying.
I wasn't talking about feces.
Back to the feces.
But oh, I'm on my ship. I. Ooh, thank you, Goku. And then I had his friend named. No, I'm not gonna give out his name.
Brad.
Sure, Brad.
Well, Jack, you fucking got it. Wow.
Sure. Oh my god, I hate the double team aspect of this goddamn.
I love it.
Ah,
Dual attack like Xenoverse. Is that still a thing?
an attack on Xenoverse. No.
Dual attack on Xenoverse. Is that a thing?
Xenoverse 2? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still a thing. Just people don't use it anymore.
We haven't used it for centuries anymore.
We only used it for like Torama in an intro, and that's
And we only used it because it was new. It was kind of fun to.
it. Just never stuck.
It was hard to pull
You can't
off.
even use it in photo mode.
Can't.
You can't because there's no 2v2s.
Oh yeah. Well, now I know not to write it in the scripts for centuries.
So I think something was up with him. I think I told you about him once. I remember in, I think maybe second grade, third grade. There's a lot of things that happened this year. It's
Tough times.
when I first met him, and he was my neighbor. Well, he is my neighbor, like actually my neighbor. But he was also my chair neighbor. Like he sat next to me. And back then it used to be like a 4-person like table stack. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm.
Like a 4-person
Yeah.
group. That he was next to me in that group. I don't know why they exactly did it that way, but whatever. And he seemed all right. He seemed nice. And then,
Brad.
and then in PE, I threw a ball to Brad, and it bonked him on the head.
Did he know it was coming?
Yes,
And we did nothing?
he did. Well, he didn't successfully catch it.
Did he try?
I think he tried his best. This is so fucked.
Hands out like, where is it? Bonk. Poor bro. Yo, Midnight used to tell me the best stories about.
About
Oh
who?
my god! Midnight told me there's this kid in school who had a disability, and he walked in on him using the urinal with his pants all the way pulled down.
Oh yeah, I
And
knew
he's-
someone who does that too.
I saw someone do that once as well.
Me too. I saw it and I know.
Why did we all live that?
It's so
But
weird.
Midnight's story is way worse.
The worst part is he had a very white ass.
You looked?
Yes, everyone looked. It was a bathroom break, and everyone was like just talking, and then you just see his fucking white ass. But go on.
But Midnight was there, standing at the doorway, like kind of mesmerized. Then the dude turned around and ran at him. I need him to retell me these stories again because he told me so many like last year or something, and they were so funny. He ran at him, and Midnight pulled it out. He just ran up to him. Oh my god! I need to talk to him about these stories again. But on the topic of asses, there was someone else in my
Someone
elementary
had a nice
school.
one.
Yeah, no, he just showed everyone his ass.
Why?
And Jim, he just kind of pulled his pants down and laid there.
Whip it out.
I don't understand.
I don't understand either.
Oh my god, good times. I need to ask Midnight about this. Look, I need to verify that's real quick.
You mean real?
I don't know. It could have been Midnight making something up. Like, because imagine a kid with his pants down running at you. Midnight.
That would be weird. Imagine. Yeah, I can imagine. It happened to you.
Oh my god.
The only time I can imagine that actually ever happening to me is if it was my own baby child that's just like, I just got change, and he just come at me like, no.
Oh my god. Just thinking about this bullshit.
So what are you gonna say?
What about what?
Was I gonna say something, or were you gonna say something?
I don't. I just said I was gonna text Midnight real quick.
Oh, okay. Well, back to what I was saying. Now I remember. So I bonked him on the head with the ball accidentally, and he stand there, like, stunned that this happened to him. And then he starts going. PE teacher's coming to him, going, "Oh, are you okay?" And I'm standing there, going like, "What the fuck? What? Why?" Like, I'm stunned. Like, wow, that hurt. I mean, I would believe it would hurt, but I wouldn't believe it hurt that much. Like, you probably would have a.
What ball was it?
It was a fucking. I think it was a basketball. But it didn't bonk him where, like, it bounced on the ground and aimed to the head. It was in the air and bonked him right on top of his head. Like, I threw it.
He tried to catch it. Oh, I love it.
Try his understatement.
What did he do? Waddle around?
No, he just stood there.
You said he tried to catch it.
He didn't say anything. He went, and when he walks, he claps his wrist together.
Mhm.
Not his hands, his wrist.
Oh.
Like,
Ow. I just tried it.
no. How did you do it?
My hands are out and kind of
You-
slap
you-
my wrist together.
You bend out your like no, yeah. You shut your hand back like you're about to do a key blast, but close them in a fist and then hit the pointy part of your wrist that's formed and then hit them together. That's what
Sounds
he
like
did.
a good kid. He sounds like a good kid.
He-
There was this one kid in middle school in the cross country team who ran like a T-Rex with his arms like a T-Rex. Nobody knew much about him, but he I'm running with his hands up like he was a fucking T-Rex. And it was so random. Because you're just that one kid who started running like a T-Rex.
Run, bitch!
Oh my god, I need to hear those stories again.
Good thing you can watch this.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
Oh fucking.
Revive me!
Fuck!
We have fucking lives, you fucking idiots!
Retry.
Damn it!
What? You good?
Stop it!
Ah! Hard lost almost happy health there, buddy.
Get back here!
No. What fight are we at right now? I'm so confused.
We're just fighting Cooler right now.
Cooler.
Yeah, he's canon, right?
Yeah.
Very
kind.
So yeah, and then I used to steal money from him.
What? That's horrible.
The same kid. He invited me over to his house.
And you stole his money?
Slept over, and he had a piggy bank. And his sister had one too.
You're horrible.
I stole like $10 that they had, like dollars in it. I think I had like, if I could be honest, I think I probably had like $60, $70 from him. I never spent it.
Then what'd you do?
I just had it. Then my parents found it. And then they took it.
Mm-hmm. Why didn't you spend it?
Because I was a kid. I didn't
know how. When I didn't know how to spend money, I just spent it on snacks at school.
We didn't have snacks like that in my school.
My school had the best snacks.
That's
how I grew to love hot fries.
I always thought school vending machines were off limits. I thought that was like an adult thing that they're allowed to use.
My school had vending machines, but only in high school, I believe. I don't know if middle school had it. I don't remember.
That's when I was starting to use vending machines.
High school?
Yeah.
My middle school cafeteria. Fuck, man. I think I talked about this recently, but the pudding and the chicken sandwich is something I want to experience at least one more time in my life before I die.
But what did you say?
The pudding and the chicken sandwich that my elementary school had is something that I want to experience at least one more time in my life before I die.
Did you just say pudding in my chicken sandwich?
No, the pudding and the chicken sandwich.
Pudding. Wait, what are you saying? Because I'm hearing something
There
different.
were separate items.
Pudding and chicken.
So they had a chicken sandwich.
Okay.
It was this really good bread. It was like this nice grilled chicken. They had lettuce and it was a really good cheese.
Okay.
And it was so fucking good.
Yes.
And I think it came with tomatoes, but I took them off because you know I hate tomatoes.
So say that again then. Say what you just said again.
The grilled chicken.
No. You said what made me think you said pudding in the chicken sandwich.
Oh, so what I said to you is I really want to have the pudding and chicken sandwich again before I die.
The pudding and chicken sandwich. So you wanted their pudding and their chicken sandwiches?
Yes, because the pudding they had was like these pretty big cups. Like pretty reasonably sized cups for a school and whipped cream at the top, and it was so good.
Never ever.
I stole the pudding. I put it in my hoodie pocket. I would always take the pudding and I put it in my hoodie pocket, and then I'd always sneak it back to my table because it always was $1 extra.
Dude.
I did steal all.
I always try to steal. I started trying to steal like food in the line in high school, but I could never just do it because like you're too close and they'll notice.
They never noticed in middle school about pudding stealing. I think someone next to me noticed once, but like they were cool, so they kept it on the down low. In elementary school, though, the chips that you could buy, there was like, all right, so you could buy the snacks. You know how you go into a little room for most schools when you go into like the ordering lunch, and there's like this big line or whatever with the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there was that in my elementary school, but the snacks were outside. They were on like a little shelf. All the snacks, and right next to it was like a place you could check out. So one day I really just wanted to sneak up and like grab a fucking thing right off the shelf and just take it. And I was like, contemplating. I was contemplating doing it the whole period, but I didn't do it. I remember when periods were called blocks in elementary school. Like block 1, block 2, block 3, block 4. But none of it mattered because you were just in one class the whole day. Nothing mattered. But elementary school did a lot right.
No, no, you don't know that because they could have done a lot wrong. You just don't remember.
Yeah, but I miss field trips and going outside and playing during the day. And like stuff like field day.
Did you ever have to go out for like the sex talk or like as a field trip?
That was a fun one.
I don't know why I skipped that cutscene.
I was making jokes with my friend during that. I remember that. I got in trouble, I think.
Dude, I remember they gave us this pamphlet, and it didn't have like real, like, pussy and dick in it. It was drawn, basically. And I was like, whoa.
If I had to choose one thing in this pamphlet to vap to it for the rest of my life, it'd be the fucking drawn pussy.
The dry pussy?
The drawn pussy.
Dude, like...
It's drawn.
Had the titties.
Mmm.
So nice.
What?
And then when I went there, they had like a little diagram of like a woman pregnant. Where like it's just a clear mannequin like thing with a baby in her. But she had titties. Like nipples and all, and I'm like looking at that, I was like, wow, interesting.
Starstruck.
I remember we had to go there twice, like once when we were kids and then a couple years later. I don't know why.
I remember health class, there was this fucking birth video that was disgusting.
Oh my god.
Like, you see that fuck, the pussy was bushy, I'd say. And
pussy. Am I tugging with my right hand?
The pussy was bushy.
No, we saw a baby gamer birth video in like freshman year for me.
Oh yeah, for me it was sometime in early high school, or no, I think it was middle school health class. And I remember seeing the head and turning away. I was like, nope, can't do this.
We had a substitute to watch it with us. Our real teacher wasn't there.
She really must have been enjoying her job as a substitute that day.
I remember her instinctively saying, like, when she was giving birth, she was trying to make herself as, like, the fun substitute. So when they hit to the part, it was all like, man, she's hairy.
Oh, yeah.
And then we were all now looking at that, and we're like, If anything, I didn't think the birthing part was, like, the weird part of the video. I say the part that was weird is when she was talking about how she had to sniff the outside of a store or a restaurant to figure out if she wants to eat there.
I don't even remember the fucking video. I don't remember watching it like that. I remember like barely paying attention. I don't think we watched the same video, so I don't know why you're trying to get me to remember something.
No, I'm saying I remember.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Glad we cleared that up.
Yeah. Speaking of pussy, Android 18, right?
Yes.
Kicking her in the puss. Like that.
Bro, that's what she does to fucking dudes in the fucking Xenoverse game, bro. Fucking kicking people in the pussy.
She's apparently a slut because she's been fucking every Xenoverse OC.
Mission complete!
Thank you.
Yeah!
Can I just not? Son of a bitch.
Are we over? Is that it?
No, we only been doing it for 28 minutes.
So it's there. Thank you.
What? What, what, you want to end it?
I hate them.
Oh, no, fine, goodbye. Goodbye, guys. Jack, remember, Jack hates you.
Have a good weekend, I love you.
He hates you.
Bye-bye.